Welcome to Card Magic 365. The trick here is that my lucky card. It is my lucky card. I carry this in my wallet everywhere I go. It's my kindred spirit card, the King of Diamonds. I've always found this to be lucky, and it possesses special powers, as you're about to see. It's got a blue back because the cards we're using have got red backs, so that we can distinguish one from the other. They got contrasting colour backs. We'll come to this in a moment. I'd like someone to shuffle the cards. Now I need 3 people to help me here. What I'd like you to do, sir, as I shuffle the cards, just say stop. Stop. Have a look at that card. They will take the card. They don't show you. They remember the card. They put it back where it came from. You then turn to the second spectator and say, look, can you do the same? Stop me somewhere, have a look at the card and remember that card and put it back in the pack. Remember, you can have your eyes closed at this point. It doesn't really matter. You carry onto the third person. They call stop. They too grab a card from the shuffled pack. You put that back in there. Remember, the cards are all being lost in the pack as you shuffle the final cards. We then give the cards a few cuts and even a quick shuffle. Now we know that your 3 cards are somewhere in the pack. They could be at the top, they could be in the middle, they could be at the bottom. It could be anywhere in the pack. However, if I took 3 cards from the top, if those 3 cards turned out to be the chosen cards, this would be a hell of a trick, wouldn't it? Well, if only I was that lucky. But remember, my lucky card does all the magic. You see, although these are not your cards, my lucky card, out of all these cards that you could have chosen, my lucky card can do something very special with these 3 cards. If we leave this on the pack, in fact I put it face up so you can see the face of my lucky card. Now you said these 3 cards were not your cards. Watch. If we take one of the cards, wave it over my lucky card, there's a card. If we take the other 2, watch, and there are your 3 chosen cards from the pack. The trick you've just seen is a very simplistic one. It uses a couple of standard magician moves. But the reason I like doing these kind of tricks for you guys is I don't intend you to copy this effect exactly, but some of the moves you might be able to use in your own routines. You may never have seen some of the different moves, so they're new to you and you might be able to create your own illusions. But the trick itself was a basic effect: 3 cards chosen, 3 random cards change into the chosen cards. How did we get the cards controlled? Well, first of all, the blue backed lucky card can be anything. The first part is you're going to get them to choose a card. You do a Hindu shuffle. Okay, if you're not familiar with the Hindu shuffle, search it out on the internet. There's loads of tutorials for it. But you're just going to pull off cards from the top. Okay, so you're pulling cards from the top. The spectators can stop anywhere. They take the card, look at it, but when they return it, you get a break under it. Okay, so I've got a break under that card. And the reason being is because as I come over with this hand to pull off the next clump of cards from the top, their card is going to be stolen back to the bottom. Okay, let me just show you that. If I turn this face up, you can see what happens. There it is there. As you come over and pull off cards, you add this to the bottom as you pull them off. I've now got that card stolen to the bottom of the pack. And you repeat that. As you pull off cards, someone says stop, someone else chooses a card, and then when you turn it, return it to the face of the pack, hold a break to make it easy for you to just pick this off. It's a straightforward move. The cards cover everything, so even if, like me, you're pretty bad at any sleight of hand or card moves, the cards actually hide the move. And if I do it once more, they choose a card, it's returned to the pack, you hold a break, and under the cover of this you just literally just push this up so it's at the bottom and then pull off. As I said, even if you do it badly. Now, we've now got the 3 chosen cards at the bottom. What you can do here is either just put these to the bottom, or if you want to hold a break on the last lot and then do some cuts to bring these to the bottom. So there's my break. I just do 1 cut, that puts the 3 cards to the bottom. 2, 3, 4, and you can just cut a few times. Remember, the spectators' 3 chosen cards are here at the bottom. You can do a riffle, shuffle, or whatever you like on there. It's then just a case of performance at this next point, because you can either get them to choose 3 cards, or as I did in the routine, I just removed 3 cards and said it would be a hell of a trick if these were your 3 chosen cards. Now when you turn it over, they're obviously not, because they're on the bottom. We now need to swap these, and there's a couple of ways of doing this, and it's 2 moves that I've done in previous videos of mine, and I quite like these moves because they're not that difficult. The first one is where you do a packet switch. You need to get these 3 cards to the top, so you shuffle the cards to the top. So I've now got the 3 chosen cards to the top. I then say you could have chosen any cards, it wasn't these, and you get a break under here. So you've got the 3 cards as a break on there. You turn these over and you say, look, my lucky card comes into play. We're going to put this on top of the pack. Now the illusion to the onlooker is that you simply slide the blue card on top of the pack and pull the 3 underneath away. What you're actually going to do with these squares, you're going to dump all of these on top, and your fingers are just going to pull these other 3 away. I'm really exaggerating that, as you can see. That's what happens. Yeah, if you practice that, it's quite simple. I know we're aware of what's going on, it seems obvious, but to the onlooker, trust me, they just wouldn't know you've done a switch. I've just switched out the 3 cards here. Okay, there's the 3 cards that we originally had. We put them on top, and then I say, well, I tell you what, let's leave it face up. And then you take the 3 cards, wave them over, and it appears to have the effect that the 3 chosen cards have changed. It's simple, quick, and hopefully one that you can use. Till next time, practice and enjoy. Don't forget to hit subscribe.